19 points behind rivals Manchester City. Mourinho also guided the club to a 19th FA Cup final, but they lost 1-0 to Chelsea. On December 18, 2018, with United in 6th place in the Premier League table, 19 points behind leaders Liverpool, and 11 points outside the Champions League places, Mourinho was sacked after 144 games in charge. The following day, former United striker Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was appointed as caretaker manager until the end of the season. 79. On 28 March 2019, after winning 14 of his first 19 matches in charge, Solskjaer was appointed permanent manager on a 3-year deal. 80. On April 18, 2021, Manchester United announced they were joining 11 other European clubs as founding members of the European Super League, a proposed 20-team competition intended to rival the UEFA Champions League. 81. The announcement drew a significant backlash from supporters, other clubs, media partners, sponsors, players, and the UK government, forcing the club to withdraw just 2 days later. 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. The failure of the project led to the resignation of Executive Vice Chairman Ed Woodward, while resultant protests against Woodward and the Glazer family led to a pitch invasion ahead of a league match against Liverpool on May 2, 2021, which saw the first postponement of a Premier League game due to supporter protests in the competition's history. On the pitch, United equaled their own record for the biggest win in Premier League history with a 9-0 win over Southampton on February 2, 2021, but ended the season with defeat on penalties in the UEFA Europa League final against Villarreal, going 4 straight seasons without a trophy. 90. On 20 November 2021, Solskjaer left his role as manager. 91. Former midfielder Michael Carrick took charge for the next 3 games, before the appointment of Ralf Rangnick as interim manager until the end of the season. On 21 April 2022, Erik ten Hag was appointed as the manager from the end of the 2021-22 season, signing a contract until June 2025 with the option of extending for a further year. Under Ten Hag, Manchester United won the 2022-23 EFL Cup, defeating Newcastle United in the final to end their longest period without a trophy since a 6-year span between 1977 and 1983, 94-95. On March 5, 2023, the club suffered their joint heaviest defeat, losing 7-0 to rivals Liverpool at Anfield. 96. At the end of the following season, the club finished 8th in the Premier League, their lowest league finish since the 1989-90 season, but went on to beat cross-city rivals Manchester City 2-1 in the FA Cup final to win their 13th FA Cup title. 97. On 28 October 2024, Manchester United sacked Erik ten Hag with the club 14th in the Premier League and having recorded just 4 wins all season. 98. On 1 November 2024, Manchester United announced that they would be appointing Sporting CP boss Ruben Amorim as head coach from November 11, 2024. 99. They finished the season 15th in the Premier League, their worst league campaign since their relegation in 1973-74. The club reached the UEFA Europa League final, but lost 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. 100-101. On January 5, 2026, Manchester United announced that Amorim was sacked after 14 months. Under-18s manager and former United midfielder Darren Fletcher then took over on interim basis.